Okay, everybody, this is one of my staghorn ferns, and I like it. One thing I don't like is I've got it tied up to make it, look better. So I think I'd do better on a plaque. Now, there's many ways to do it on a plaque. I've got a plaque that I've put 2 nails in. That'll help out in the long run. A net, uh, fishing wire, and sphagnum moss is basically the things you'll need, along with scissors, and you will need water. So let's start the process. First thing first, let's wet some moss and get this right here out of its old container. Okay, looking at this little guy, as you can see, it doesn't have much of a root system. You do, however, want to clean as much of the native stuff out as you can, and most people pull it out. I just like to dip it in water. It's a lot easier. Now we already have our moss that is wet right here, and this is actually what it's for. We're going to use this netting right here, and we're going to put some moss in it at the bottom. Now these nets are easy to get. You can also use like hair nets, but these right here you get with rocks, and if you're into plants, then you've got rocks, and they come in these little packages. But then we insert the little guy, and then we finish filling him with moss inside this little sack here. Now you don't want to make it too tight, but you don't want to make it too loose either. Yes, okay, that's just about how we want it. Maybe just a little bit more moss. You want to make sure it covers the top, and you need to know which is the front and which is the rear when I'm doing this, which I've already determined. New growth right there is always going to be the front. So yeah, we're just going to pack all this in. And we're not worried about the other fronds that's down at the bottom. Now once we get it like this, we're going to take our string and tie it, and once we do that, we'll be back and I'll show you how to mount it onto the board, which there's different ways to do that, but I'm going to mount it a certain way, which is why you need to know which way is the front, which way it's growing, and everything. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, basically what I did is I knitted all the way around, and then I tied it nice and tight. Now, because this right here is the newest, and we have our board here, you can lay this many different ways. You can have it like this, like this. Well, we're going with this style right here. And this is the new stuff right here coming out, so that'll give it a nice growing way. So what I'm going to do is move the camera over here so you can see better what I'm doing, especially with this. This gets really, really aggravating. You can hold the board down or have it up. This is what's good about the nails. Go in and tie a knot on one. Make sure you got it tied nice and good. And then it kind of comes the fun part, but it's also the aggravating part, which is getting this to basically stay in one place. So in order to do that, we have our front facing here still. We always want the front facing towards us. We're going to leave it some room to grow. So first we're going to come up like this, and we're going to wrap it around this other one here. And then we're going to go across here and wrap it around like that. You don't want to wrap it too tight, otherwise, you know, it'll have trouble growing. But yeah, wrap it around just a couple of times. And then you can come back down here on your first nail right here and wrap it, and then just start wrapping it again. I guess it's best if you hold it like this and wrap it. It'd be a lot easier. Basically, we're just gonna wrap it all up. Make sure that it stays in the place that we put it. Now, one thing about my board is it's got back pieces, which makes it easier to, you know, tie it down. But eventually, you're going to come to a place where you snip it after it's been tied down good. And then just find a good place to tie it off. Which it could be the back, it could be the front, it could be whatever you want. And these right here seem to be a little loose to me, so I'm use them to tighten it down. Make a nice little knot. It's pretty secure right there, but just for the heck of it, I'm going to pull it right here and tie it. And yeah, this is time consuming. As you see, it is loose. It is loose, but it is very, very, very secure. Now, because we have this very top nail, we can make a little loop and hang it. So that's what it looks like. And when I get it hung up, I will show you what it looks like, because it will be a big improvement from that right there. That was just, I don't know. And like always, I keep the tags. So we're going to stick the tag down in there. And I'll see you in a few after it's been hung. And now it is hung up. And as you can see, it looks great hanging up. It looks a lot better than just sitting in the pot. And that's it for how to hang a Staghorn Fern. Once again, I think this is like the second or third video I made, but as you can see, I'm getting better at it. It is even on both sides, even though it don't look good, but it'll grow nicer like that. And next will be parakeets. Thanks for watching.